is the newly updated 2022 Orange O bass. And y'all, I gotta say that I am incredibly surprised by this bass. This is the true definition of a sleeper bass, with very rich, powerful, and dynamic tones all coming from one pickup that has a master volume and a master tone knob, and that's it. There's so many different possibilities with this bass, and really its simplicity is its biggest strength because it does everything so well. So the Orange O bass, the only electric bass release from Orange. It originally came out in 2015, and I remember when it was announced and I saw everything about it, I was like, what is this? This is so weird. Why is Orange, one, making basses? Two, I mean, that's fine that they are, but at the same time, too, it's so ugly and just, I don't know, I was not about it at all. But then I was hearing a lot of good things about it, especially from my good buddy Matt, who said it was basically the best P-bass tone that he could find out there. And this was after him searching far and wide for the best P-bass tone. And that sort of was the thing that made me go, okay, maybe there's something here. But by the time I started really looking into it, they had already discontinued it. But what's really exciting is they brought back the O bass with a couple updates, and this thing is absolutely killer. But before we dig into the nitty gritty of the O bass, and for the sake of transparency, this video is sponsored by Orange. But of course, as always, that has absolutely nothing to do with the sounds in this video, my opinions on anything about this bass, or anything like that. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. Now, I'm not going to backtrack like I literally just said at the beginning of this video. When this was initially announced in 2015, I was not about it. I did not care for the look of it. I like the shape of the headstock. That looks great. But the body itself, I was not about. It looked like a giant creamsicle, and I was like, I don't get it. This is weird. But there's something about this body. It's super comfy. It's actually kind of small too, so it's a nice lightweight, but it looks really good. Yes, it does look like a creamsicle, but it's kind of rad that you get to play a creamsicle bass, right? So 2015 Patrick didn't care for the look of the O bass, but 2022 Patrick likes the shape of the O bass. I don't know. The body itself is made out of Akoma. So basically, this is a wood that's very similar to mahogany, and it has a very nice rich tone to it, but it's also a nice weight too. I feel like the main thing that a lot of people are gonna notice about this bass is really how straightforward, stripped back, and simple it is. Basically, on the front, all you have is your bridge, pick guard, two knobs, an input jack, and then your split coil pickup, and that's it. It's just like a P bass, but there's something about it that's even more simple on top of that. I don't know if it's just because of the flat finish or just the simple shape of it too, but I really love just how simple this is overall. Now, there's only two finishes to choose from, either this bright orange or black. But what's really cool is not only do you get a gig bag, but inside of that gig bag when you buy the bass, there's an alternative pick guard for each one too. So that's pretty cool to me that Orange was just like, hey, we're gonna give you the option to mix and match, and I like that. You have a 3-ply pick guard, chrome hardware, a nickel bridge that I'm pretty sure is just Orange's own design. I haven't seen this bridge anywhere, and there's also no branding at all on it, but it works really well. And then there's a custom wound split coil pickup. And this is really the star of this bass. I don't know what it is, but the intense growl and just overall bite that you can get with this pickup is outstanding. I really found that no matter what genre I was trying to play, whether I be playing with a pick or with my fingers or just going ahead and slapping, this pickup really handled all of that beautifully. Whether I wanted that really rich, powerful growl in the forefront of the mix, or if I wanted it to be something where I could lay back the tone a little bit and just ease up on my playing, the dynamics really set in through this pickup, and you can hear every little nuance that you put into your playing. up, you have a bolt-on 20 fret maple neck with a purple heart fretboard that also has a really nice binding to it too. Really, the binding on the body and the neck just look really, really classy. And again, it gives that creamsicle flavor that it just looks awesome. Now, the overall feel of this neck is very similar to a P-Bass. So if you're a P-Bass kind of person, I feel that this will fit right in your hands and it'll be super comfortable for you. The one thing that I really do not care about this bass is that they decided to put a finish on the back of the neck. I just don't like it personally. I like just a satin finish, if any finish at all, on the back of necks, just because that's the easiest way to glide. But I didn't have too much trouble going up and down the fretboard on this bass. And so overall with the O bass, I'm extremely surprised at how much I truly do like this bass. I went into it saying, you know what, it's just gonna sound like a P bass, which is fine or whatever, but no, the actual sound of this is really mind-blowing to me because it is so dynamic and works so well with your playing style too, no matter what it is. And that's one of the really amazing things about this bass, is that it truly does have its own essence and its own vibe. It's not just some sort of weird P bass copy or something like that. It has its own personality, and I really appreciate that Orange did that. And just like Orange amps, it's not for everybody. I feel even the most diehard of P-Bass people, as much as they love P-Basses, they might go to this and not like it, just because it is a little weird. It is kind of its own thing. But of course, let me know what you guys think about the Orange O-Bass, and what other basses should Orange look into? Because I think it'd be really cool if this, while it is their only one so far, what if they expanded and did other kinds of basses? I would love to see this headstock on different style bodies too. But thank y'all so much for watching, as always, for watching, subscribing, commenting, sharing, following me on social media, all that crazy stuff. I truly do appreciate it. And of course, a humongous thank you to my Patreon supporters right here. Mwah, mwah. If you want to be like one of these gorgeous people right here and help support the channel every single month, then go ahead and head on over to my Patreon page. But y'all, thank y'all so much for watching again, as always. And of course, no matter where in the world you are, stay safe, practice that bass, get a weird bass, because why not? And I'll see y'all next time.